This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. What we're talking about is the Amber Heard case. Now, I told y'all this isn't just about palm color problems, and an article just popped up just in time for me to illustrate to Black people why the Amber Heard case is an issue for us, because we cannot allow ourselves, nor can we afford to be apathetic to the environmental changes that happen in America and say, oh, then palm color problems, so it don't bother us. Everything that has happened in this country, environmentally, culturally, and biologically, has affected us. It has involved us, and usually to our detriment. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show and read you an article that was just posted, and we're going to read what it says. Okay, and once I read this article, I am going to come back and we are going to cook. Do you understand me? Okay, let's take a look. This is from The Root. Amber Heard verdict sends a message to Black women everywhere. See what I said? See what I said, y'all? Okay. On Wednesday, a jury in Virginia decided that actor Johnny Depp had been defamed by ex-wife Amber Heard in her 2018 op-ed published by the Washington Post. Depp was awarded $15 million in compensatory and punitive damages, but could only allegedly receive up to $10.35. Heard did win one claim in the case and received $2 million. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband, Heard said in a statement shortly after the verdict was announced. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously, she elaborated. If the mistreatment of a wealthy, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white actress is ridiculed by the world, what does that mean for Black women? For 6 weeks, Heard testified how Depp not only sexually abused her, but also physically assaulted her throughout their relationship. She claimed that he headbutted her as well as punched her and dragged her around by her hair. Heard maintains that everything she wrote in the op-ed entitled "I Spoke Up Against Sexual Violence and Faced Our Culture's Wrath That Has to Change" was true. Depp denied all allegations of abuse. For Black women who do not have whiteness or fame or money to protect them, Heard's words of the verdict as a setback ring especially true. Whether you believe her or not, the way the world treated Heard was downright cruel and uncalled for. Not only were her bruises placed under a microscope by forensic experts during the trial, social media joined in on the skepticism. Heard was turned in everything from memes to murals mocking the validity of her abuse. Some even believed Depp when he said that she was the aggressor in the relationship. If all of Heard's privilege couldn't protect her from such viciousness, Black women, like always, remain even more vulnerable. As we've seen from Tina Turner to Rihanna to Megan Thee Stallion, see, to the dozens of young Black women R. Kelly abused, see, got to be a Black man's fault somehow. Our pain become punchlines and our humanity is invalidated. What happened to her is another vile reminder to women, particularly Black women, that nothing can guarantee our safety. If that was not a hit piece on men and on Black people from the Black gynocracy, I don't know what is. I told y'all, this is a Black problem. Don't let their skin color and the fact that they were in Hollywood actors and actresses, beguile you about it. Don't let that tell you, oh, they just trying to distract us with BS from something else that's going on. No. Because environmental changes are not BS. That's the big lie. The changes that go on in our legal system and the legal precedents that are set are not something that we can afford to be apathetic towards. Now, let's get into what this says. Like I said, told you this was black people's problem. Told you this was black men's problem. Told you this was a black woman problem as well. See, black women get their whole playbook from white women. That's where feminism comes from. That's where the gynocracy comes from. This is not something that black women invented, but it is definitely something that they have latched on to. It is definitely something that they parade around in. It's definitely something they're proud of. It's definitely something that they would go upside the heads of the black community with time and time again. Okay? Now, this piece aims to keep black women under the gynocracy. Your men are just as bad. Your men do it too. So you're in the same boat that we're in. Okay? Despite Amber Heard's lies, the court, see, right, wrong, legal, and illegal don't have nothing to do with what the gynocracy wants or what they fight for. They never fight for right and wrong and all of that type of stuff. It's just feelings. It's just something to say. The very accusation should stand. That is what that article is saying, that the very accusation that she made should have been enough. And the fact that it was not enough, the fact that how dare this country, how dare they get a woman to try to prove what she said, to prove her accusation. While we're talking about the environment of America and free speech, there's another little tidbit in the Constitution about due process, about being innocent until proven guilty, about going through a court of law. If you're going to accuse somebody of heinous forms of abuse, heinous incidents, you're going to have to prove that they did that. Because you never brought no criminal case against them. You never brought no charges. You never found out a police report. You never did none of that while it was going on to get this man away from you, who you claim abused you terribly. If you listen to that her on the witness stand, this is worse than anything you found in any movie. Anything. The Burning Bed ain't had nothing on her. The Shining didn't have nothing on what Johnny did. Here's Johnny, didn't have nothing on him. Okay? But no criminal case was ever brought. You told the world that this man did this to you. And how dare he have the audacity to make you come into a court of law as a female and prove that your accusation is true. Because whether it's true or not, he's supposed to take it. He's supposed to take being the villain for all the men who might have been a villain. No. And she's supposed to be lauded as the hero and a survivor of domestic violence that she didn't experience. Because we need that as the narrative. We need a narrative for women to survive abuse, even if she lying about the abuse. Even if she didn't have to survive nothing. But we need that narrative. Okay? We're not going to approach the fact that she's lying. She couldn't prove it. She had 6 weeks to prove that man was whooping on her the way she said he was whooping on her. That's more than enough time. That's more than enough time. You took pictures of everything else. You can take pictures of your pinky toe, but you can't take pictures of him that Molly whopped you. Right. He done beat you so bad to you rope like okra, but you couldn't take no picture of that. You could take pictures of a bed that you claim had blood on it on the pillows, but managed not to take pictures of the bloody pillows. And the lies go on and on and on. Nobody dehumanized her. She put herself under that microscope. Trying to ruin a man, it backfired. And here's a hit piece from the root towards Black women that's basically saying you don't have her whiteness to protect her. Now, I thought she was a villain. I thought she just got a verdict handed out against her. So how did her whiteness protect her from this verdict? You could say that if she won that case, but she didn't win that case. She lost that case. So now they speaking out of both sides of their neck. Because 1 minute she's the poor victim that nobody believes and they're just ridiculing her and a poor Amber. And then the next minute, in the very next sentence, she had whiteness to protect her. And Black women, you don't. How did her whiteness protect her? Because from what I saw, white folk on TikTok and Twitter and YouTube was dragging the mess out of Amber. Amber did not get sympathy or empathy. After them tapes and stuff came out as to what she was really doing and really saying, they was done with. Girl, bye. They believed her before the evidence. So what's really being said here is that, listen, Black women, you don't have any protection. If we could do this to a white woman, if a white woman got to actually sit somewhere and prove her allegations against a man, you know you're going to have to prove yours. And you don't got no protection. So your only protection, your only salvation, your only savior is the gynocracy. Your only saving grace is us. Your only saving grace is this. Your only saving grace is the lost value system, aka the American nightmare, aka the lost cause. That's your only recourse, Black women. You better stay under the gynocracy. You think you are, you better stay under the gynocracy. Because your men just as dangerous as our men, right? Because it's always been like that, right? See, your men benefit from our men's patriarchy too, right? And that's how we got your numbers for feminism, right? While despising you at the same time. Make Black women fight, they fight for the numbers. And then when they get the benefit, they X you out. And you too stupid to know to play by now. That's what that was about. Black women, don't get it in your head to call yourself running for the hills from the gynocracy, even though it's crumbling before your eyes. You better stay. You stay. We'll go back to our men. But we'll parade these other Black women in front of you. Tina Turner. Don't nobody talk about the real story that Tina Turner was telling about her and Ike and how they were doing intimate partner violence to each other. They were fighting. He wasn't just whooping her, they were fighting. Everybody remember that movie, What's Love Got to Do with It, with Angela Bassett. Everybody remember that. That's the story of Tina Turner in every Black woman's mind. Then Rihanna, she admitted to intimate partner violence. I was fighting Chris in that car. We almost crashed because I was fighting him so bad. He turned around and gave me a little bit of what I was giving him, and I couldn't take it. So I came out the worse for wear on that. Meg Thee Stallion's story still dubious. He shot in the foot. Really? He can't talk about it, she can. Rope you back in. Yeah, the gynocracy is falling. Yeah, this whole system we done propped up on these lies is falling. But Black women, you stay in the delusion. You stay. And you stupid enough to stay. We'll go back to our men. We'll go back to the safety of the patriarchy that we taught you to hate. You stay rebellious to your men, remember? And we'll go back to ours. The safety of ours. So when everything go bad, we'll be under the protection of our men, and you won't. Sign the petition for Black Lives Matter for their misappropriation of funds. Okay. That link is going to be in the description. Please sign that petition. Please share it. Please contribute if you can. And sound off in the comment section and let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.